Chapter 3, Man in the Mirror, Tuesday at 7:02 a.m. We're on page 23, and you need to follow along in your book. When Alex woke up the next morning, he was 11. Simple as that. He rolled out of bed and hustled down the hall to the bathroom. He was in a hurry, not only because he had to pee like a racehorse, but also because he was dying to get to the mirror to see if he looked any older. Alex gazed at his reflection for a very long time. Yep, definitely older. Probably start shaving soon, he thought, like Dad. Page 24. Alex remembered what he'd said to his father last night. He replayed it in his head, trying to convince himself that he'd said it so quietly under his breath that maybe his dad hadn't heard. He shook it off, trying to get the good feeling back. In the bright light of a new day, his mom and dad's resistance to getting a dog made perfect sense. It had to be a trick to throw him off the scent. Of course, they would pretend he wasn't getting a dog. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a surprise. Back in his room, Alex quickly tugged on pants and a shirt, suddenly anxious to get out there. He moved so fast that he yanked the shirt on backwards, the tag in front, and had to pull his arms in and twist it around to get it on straight. He jammed on his heelys and sped down the hall, pulling up cautiously outside the kitchen. After last night's blow-up, he had his radar on, checking for signs. Then he noticed the smell of pancakes, his favorite. Mom cooked his favorite dinner last night and his favorite breakfast today. Would she really do that if she were trying to punish him or deny him his one birthday wish? Alex breezed into the kitchen on his heelys, arms out wide like airplane wings. He spun to a stop, flopped into his chair, and guzzled his OJ, draining the glass in 3 gulps. His mom stood at the sink washing dishes, half watching the morning show on a tiny TV propped up in the counter. His father's chair was pushed in, his plate gone. "Where's Dad?" he asked, banging the empty juice glass down. "Good morning to you, too," she answered. There was a smile in her voice, a good sign. He grinned. "Morning, Mom. Where's Dad?" "He had the early run today." Alex sank a little. He'd been hoping to get a read on his dad this morning. "Hey, how'd I do?" His mom stood beside him, holding a huge chocolate cake on a tray. Chocolate fudge icing covered the entire cake, with a ribbon of chocolate icing around the edge. "Tower to A-Dog, happy birthday," was written in green at the top. There was even an icing airplane flying across the cake. "Whoa," said Alex. She smiled and kissed him on the head. "Happy birthday, sweetie." "Mom, don't call me sweetie," he laughed, but he really didn't mind. "I'm your mother, so I get to call you whatever I want, sweetie." He reached out with his finger to swipe at the icing, but she was too quick. "Aha! This is for tonight." She pointed to a bakery box full of cupcakes, one for everybody in, and this is top of 26, his homeroom. "Those are for school." "Awesome." Nunu stumbled into the kitchen, sleepy-eyed, and flopped into her chair. As she drank her orange juice, she noticed the cake. "Happy birthday, Alex," she mumbled, her voice echoing inside her juice glass. Alex's mom slid a plate of steaming hot pancakes in front of him. As he drowned them in batter and syrup, he decided that last night had just been a hitch. His parents were trying to surprise him. He'd pushed too hard, and he'd somehow gotten into a stupid fight with his dad. But now everything seemed to be okay. The greatest birthday ever was back on track. Then there's a break in the page. Still on page 26. "Alex, you're going to miss the bus." His mom gave the school bus driver an apologetic wave. The driver, a sour-faced woman named Mary Jo, responded by honking again. Alex finally appeared at the door, hoisting his enormous backpack on with a grunt. His mom handed him the bakery box full of cupcakes. "Now look, no eating these on the bus. These are for your party and homeroom at lunch. Got it?" "Of course, Mom," he answered with excessive politeness. "I would never do something so immature. Okay, I will take responsibility for these cupcakes. Now that I'm 11, I can handle that kind of responsibility. If there's one thing I am, it's responsible." "Don't go there, Alex. I'm even responsible enough to take care of a dog." "You're definitely persistent." That's like responsible, right? You'll miss your bus. She's taken this game pretty far, he thought to himself. Then he noticed she wasn't looking at him. She was avoiding eye contact, and nothing about her expression looked like she was playing a game. All of his confidence evaporated. They weren't playing games. They weren't stringing him along, holding off a big surprise. They really weren't going to get him a dog. And that's the end of chapter 3.